What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am super excited today because I have high hopes for this right now, and this is the new R.E.M Beauty Foundation. I saw Jaclyn Hill use it the other day and I was like, it looks so good, so I needed to try it myself. So let's go ahead and dive into a foundation review.
It goes a little something like...
Okay, so I'm pulling up some stats here on the actual foundation. Now, this is called the Sweetner Foundation from R.E.M Beauty. She does have a wide range of foundation shades. She does have 60 shades. They are a conscious beauty brand at Ulta Beauty, so that means that they are vegan, they have clean ingredients in their formulas, they're cruelty-free, all of that good stuff. So I personally actually have never tried anything from R.E.M Beauty before. To be honest, it's never really caught my attention until this foundation launched. You guys know I love foundations, I love finding new foundations, and I love reviewing them for my channel. Alright, so this is what the packaging of the carton looks like. Now this does retail for $35, and it does have, I believe, like 1 fluid ounce. I did pick it up in the shade Light 6N. The shade range that they had at the Ulta that I went to was kind of limited. They didn't have all 60 shades out for you to test or even in stores. So I think that that's the only like downside, is that all of the shades are available online, but not all of them are in store. This is what it looks like. So like I said, nothing has really caught my attention from this brand before, and don't get me wrong, it's nothing against Ariana. I am going to start by priming my face. If you guys have seen my reviews before, I treat this like I would any other day I would be doing my makeup. So I'm gonna go in with my Refi Glow and Sculpt primer. I love using this like literally on the daily. It's such a good primer. It's literally worth the hype because I know everybody is talking about this primer, and I have to agree. It is so good. Okay, so meanwhile, I am letting my face kind of like take in and soak in the primer. I'm gonna go ahead and read a little bit about this foundation. So just like the quick little like tidbit that they have here, it says that the Sweetner Foundation is a clinically proven skincare color hybrid, delivering instant hydration that improves over time with buildable blendable coverage. So it's supposed to have a natural matte finish. It is available in 60 shades. It says that it is infused with niacinamide. It has like a raspberry leaf extract, hyaluronic acid. It's supposed to like it's been clinically proven to hydrate instantly and up to 4 weeks, based on like a 4-week study kind of thing. It is supposed to be waterproof. Like I mentioned before, it is consciously made, so it's vegan, cruelty-free, clean ingredients, all of that good stuff. So I'm excited to use this. I mean, the fact that it's that natural matte finish, it's hydrating, those are all the things that really draw me towards a foundation. So let's go ahead and try it out. Alright, so let's go ahead and start playing with this foundation. So taking the top off, this is what it looks like. It does have a pump, so I'm going to go ahead and pump on the back of my hand. It has like a thicker, moussey consistency. It's not runny at all, so very interesting. Now the shade doesn't seem like it's totally off. It's a little bit lighter than like my body, but my face is, like I said, lighter than my body. So let's go ahead and place some like all over the face a little bit. Now I did put 1 pump on my hand, and I didn't even use a whole lot of foundation. As you can see, I still have a lot on my hand. So let's go ahead and go in with our brush. The shade isn't too bad. I thought it would be worse. I actually thought it would be worse, I'm not gonna lie, but the shade looks pretty good. Now I do have a doctor's appointment later today, so I'm really hoping that this looks good on my skin, because I would hate to walk into the doctor and look ridiculous with a foundation because I'm doing a review. What that means though is that I will be doing a wear test, and then you guys can check the timestamp underneath the video later on to see how well this performs. Okay, so this is one small layer, as you guys saw it. I'm definitely going to be checking it to see if it's buildable, but so far, I mean, compared to the other side, it really did even out the skin tone, covered up some of the redness and a lot of those blemishes and hyperpigmentation that I currently have, and I like it. It looks good. It looks really, really hydrating on the skin, and I'm kind of here for it. Like, I really like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little bit more of that foundation, and I'm going to just kind of, in this area is where I have a lot of my pigmentation. I'm going to go ahead and pat some of this in and then blend it out with my brush and see if we can kind of build up some of that coverage there. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of stipple that into the skin. I have to say, I really like how the finish is. It looks really, really hydrating. My skin actually looks like really, really smooth. I'm really liking this. So let's go ahead and add a little bit onto this side of the face now and see what it does with a sponge. Now lately, I'm not gonna lie, I've been going back and forth between sponges and my Clinique brush. I like using both of them. It's just kind of like whatever mood I'm in for that day, or you know, the kind of finish that I'm going for. If I'm going for something that's really light, I like to use a sponge, but I honestly like both ways with whatever foundation. Definitely more sheer coverage with the sponge, which, you know, I kind of figured sponges will not provide as much coverage as a brush, but nonetheless, it still looks really, really nice. I definitely think that they both look really, really pretty, and I'm actually shook at the fact that this is actually a pretty good match as far as foundation shade. Like, it actually matches me pretty well. So this is what the foundation looks like. Again, I do have a couple of breakouts, so those are gonna kind of peek through. Not a big deal. I kind of figured that anyways, because it's gonna do it with any foundation, to be honest. But I really like the finish of the foundation. It definitely feels really lightweight. It has a very natural finish, but it feels really, really hydrating. So you guys know I do have dry skin, so for reference, in case you guys are wondering, I like foundations that are hydrating and that I know are not going to dry down on my face, and this definitely gives the vibe that it's not going to dry down or feel patchy. Definitely feels very hydrating. So far, I'm liking it, but we're going to go into the next step, and I'm going to take my Natasha Denona concealer. We're going to start concealing, and I'm going to go ahead and do this on camera because I do want to see how the concealer performs with the foundation, and then I'll finish the rest of my makeup off camera. So I'm going to go in with a concealer brush. This is from Frankie Rose. This is their Concealer 91 brush. And, where's my little mirror? I'm going to start blending this in and see how it does with the foundation, because this is one of my all-time favorite concealers and I trust it. I know it looks good with foundations that I typically regularly wear, so if it blends well with this, then I know it's a good foundation. This concealer is literally like the most beautiful concealer ever, and I absolutely love using it. That blended in very, very nicely, and it covered up that pigmentation from that breakout right there. So it blended into my skin really, really nicely. I like the way that it blended together. I feel like it kind of melted together and it looks seamless. So I can tell that this is going to be a good foundation. This is what my foundation and concealer look like blended together. And right off the bat, I have to say, I really like it so far. Like I said, I saw this in Jaclyn Hill's video that she did probably I think earlier this week. I really want to try this foundation. So far, so good. This is the first thing I ever actually like, I think review even on my channel from R.E.M Beauty, but I like it so far. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my face off of camera. We'll come back and we'll take a look at how everything kind of looks together. We'll kind of give some final thoughts. So I'll be right back. All right, I am back with the final look, and I have to say, I am really impressed with R.E.M Beauty right now. Honestly, I feel like all of my products blended in so nicely in with the foundation. Now, this definitely has a very hydrating feel. I can tell that it's not going to dry down on my skin, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm definitely going to have to check the wear time because I do have quite a long day today. It is currently about 10:20 in the morning, and I have a late doctor's appointment today, so I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be wearing this all day long, and check down in the description box on how it wears. I've never tried anything from R.E.M Beauty before, so I didn't know what to expect, to be honest, but I have to say this foundation does look really, really good. I feel like everything just kind of blended in together, and looking at it closely, I mean, my skin looks really, really smooth. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you guys can really see what I'm talking about, but it just looks smooth and blended, and I don't know how to describe it, but I really like how this looks. So this is a close-up of what my skin looks like, and my pores look so minimized that it's actually insane. I'm like shook with this foundation. It looks so good on the skin, and I feel like this is going to be one of those foundations that it looks better the longer that you wear it, so I'm very curious about that. But that pretty much wraps up today's video, and I love when I try new foundations and I fall in love with them. I can definitely tell that this is going to be one of those foundations because I mean, my complexion looks really good right now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video.